Thanks a lot, man. He's another track on a Roots album. This was written by Andreas, lyrics by Andreas. This is called Dusted. Dankjewel, Holland. Next song, it's from our new album Roots. It's called Straighthate. fucking ready? Because what goes around comes around. You don't understand pain and So what's up, Holland? I see a lot of fucking hardcore Sepultura fans that are ready to hear something old. Am I right? Under a pale gray sky, we shall arise! Since far we run
Hebben we gemist, helaas, maar jammer. We kunnen nog wel even het einde van het optreden van Sepultura gaan meemaken.
Sepultura tour. Take a look at this. It's been a year of triumph and tragedy for Sepultura, and I'm going to be talking to the guys about how they've been coping over the past 4 months following the death of Max Cavalera's stepson Dana. And we're also going to be getting the inside track on the new compilation album, The Roots of Sepultura. An album featuring a ton of rare Sepultura stuff, deleted stuff, demos, you name it. We're going to be talking about that. And we're checking out their support band, Floodgate, as well. But if you want to go right back to the roots of Sepultura, check them out live. That's the best way, and we're going to do it right now. Sepultura tour, and it's always great to see these guys, and I'd like to welcome Max and Andreas back to Headbangers Ball, and also back to Europe. So I know you're quite a long way into the tour, guys, but how have the shows been going? Because you've brought the full production and you've been playing some really big shows, haven't you?
Yeah, it's the first time, I think, for us, for these kind of some of the venues are like really big, I guess, for this kind of music, and we're really excited that we got to do this and like bringing our full production and the stage. We managed to make a different stage, more connected to roots. We choose statues on the side of the drums from Brazil. It's a really Brazilian-looking stage.
Great.
So the reaction's been great because kids can hear everything from the early stuff to roots, some cover songs. So
it's a full set now because you only played festivals in the summer, so now we get the full Sepultura experience, don't we?
Yeah, all the way from the first note until outside signing stuff for them, so it's like really a full, complete experience.
Excellent. Well, if I could just sort of go back in time a little bit to Donington, where obviously three of the you had to go back to Phoenix, Matt, for the tragic death of Gloria's son and your stepson Dana, and obviously that's had a very profound effect on your lives. When did you feel that the time was right to turn your attention back to Sepultura? When did you feel that you were ready to deal with that?
Well, it's still never, it's still very shocking and fresh, but I see as music, for us, it's a way of, not escaping, but a way of getting those feelings out, Even on the stage, for me, is the best therapy in the world, to let all that out, the sadness, frustration, And I guess for all of us, it's the same. Yeah. So, we took a 2 or 3 weeks break. We decided it'd be the best to go on the road and play the songs and, just keep doing what we're doing, because that's exactly what Dana wanted us to do it anyway. Never stop, continue.
Absolutely. Well, I was wondering, all this terrible sadness and heartbreak and emotions, that must add a new intensity to the live set. Do you think that's been the case?
Yeah, it was a very weird situation for us. We've been expecting to play at Donington like for the whole year, since we got confirmed to play with Keys, with Ozzy, and it was a great expectation for us to be there again for the second time. And the accident happened a day before, and because we did that before for different reason, Max wasn't on stage and whatever, he was sick. We did that before, like since '89, we did like 3 times actually, because of different reasons. So we felt comfortable and strong enough to go on stage and do the gig, because we felt a great response from the crowd, a lot of yellow shirts, Sepultura shirts, backstage people, all the crew of every band, involved in the festival was really supportive. Most of the people knew Dana a lot, It was a very strong feeling in the air, but that what helped to the show to go on, and it happened very great. It was a great show, for us. For the crowd, they were very happy. From the letters we received and reviews we read, it was a great response. So we're glad we did it, and it was a great day, besides the circumstances.
I guess that's the moment where you see the true colors. You see, who's for real and who's not, and the support from everybody, from Ozzy to Biohazard, to Fear Factory, and even other bands that weren't even involved at Donington, like SOD did a tribute show for Dana, with Biohazard again, and Corsos, a band from Brazil that went from Brazil just for that show. It's really cool to see that people actually get together in moments like that and then do something about it, and show their respect, show their feelings that way. It's definitely makes all of us stronger about what we're doing, Okay.
Well, thank you for that. And we are going to talk to the guys some more, but we've got to go to our next short break. And taking us there, we're going to check out the full-on Sepultura live experience coming at you from the Newport Centre in Wales. More Sepultura to come after this.
This is Terry B. of Manhole, wishing you a very scary Christmas, 1996, 6, baby.
And Max and Andreas are still with me. And Max, I was wondering, how would you say Dana's death has actually changed the Sepul tribe? Has it brought you closer together?
Yeah, I think everything like happens like that. You know, there's always the, you know, I guess when something goes wrong, there's always the bright side. Something else good come out of it. I like to think like that.
Yes.
So, like I said again, you know, he was a friend, a fan. So the most thing you would like to see is we continue carry on with music, you know, and that's what we've been doing, playing, writing lyrics, you know, playing live almost every night. Mm-hmm. This tour have barely any days off, but it's been great, you know, because we get to get it all out on the stage, and it is different than what it was before, but that's life, you know. Absolutely. Life doesn't go, you know, just beautiful all the way, you know. There's these ugly times and good times, you know. So we're facing a very hard year. Igor's baby's in the hospital. I'm
very sorry to hear that.
So it's kind of like weird, the most weird year, where we conquer a lot. We, you know, saw Sepultura became bigger than ever, but we also lost friends and have a lot of these weird things that, I don't know, kind of took the taste away a little bit from us to enjoy really what was going on, you know. You enjoy, but at the same time you just wish things were different, you know.
So you just take it day by day, really?
Yeah, we do, and I just thank God that we have the band, we have ourselves, and we can go and play, and we have the great support from the fans. Yeah. So that's all I can say, really, just thanks, really, you know.
Okay. Well, I thank you for saying that to us, and I know this is a very hard subject for you to talk about, and what we're actually going to do is, you spoke to MTV News about what life has been like for Sepultura over the last few months, and we're actually going to show you that report right now, and it's a very emotional interview, as you're going to see, and Max does talk in depth about the events of the last few months, and as you said, it has been a year of triumph and tragedy for Sepultura, so we're going to take a look at that MTV News interview now, and then after that we'll come back to the guys, and we're going to talk more about what's happening with Sepultura right now at the end of '96.
Max is not here today, but we're going to do a show for you guys, just a three-piece, and I hope everybody understands. I like to observe 1 minute of silence in memory of Dana Wells. Oh, God!
I'm proud that, you know, Sepultura went on, did the job, you know. Everybody, you know, dedicated the show to him. You know, there was a 1 minute of silence. I wasn't there, but I heard about it. I got goosebumps when I heard about it, you know. I really never thought anything like that would have happened in our career. Right now, I can say that it got even worse. You know, we're finding out that he was murdered. You know, this is like really breaking news that I decided to tell you about it. But we're doing, because me and Gloria, we couldn't believe that he was just, Dana was 21 years old. He wrote Attitude with me. You know, he was like a friend, son, fan of the band. Very mellow, you know. Can you take it? Can you take it? Can you take it? Can you take it? We're gonna find out who murdered him, I hope, to really like put peace in Gloria's heart, in my heart, you know, and hopefully in the hearts of everybody that loved Dana. This was my wife's biggest fear. She always told me that we're gonna lose one person of our family, a son or something, while we're on the road, and we're not gonna be there. And it happened, you know, so it's our worst nightmare. We face it, you know. So at this point, I forgot that I'm really Max Cavalera from Sepultura. I become just Max the human, the husband, you know. really strong being on tour. I cry many times playing Attitude live, you know, still crying today, you know. Sometimes when I play live, it's very hard, you know. It only happened a couple months, you know. But it's, at the same time, it's what makes me stronger, you know, go on the stage and really get all my frustrations, all my sadness out on the stage, and I do that every night. This is just a very intense period of our life, the most intense I ever lived. It's so crazy, you know, you have all these great things happening with the band and with the music, but then you have the other side of it, which is like just pure tragedy, you know, just really like cuts down. But there is people around helping, you know, that is giving us the strength to go on, and we're gonna go on and carry on for him, you know, because I think that's what he wants us to do, carry on the music, carry on the message.
I think it's going to be an anthem for Sepultura as well, because the basic message is something that you've always strongly put across, to live your life the way you feel, in your own way, and be true to yourself, right?
That's always the inner self feeling. Since all these early 1989 days where we sing in songs like Inner Self, which is about not changing your ways, not letting people change your ways, live your life really the way you want to be, and it's attitude, it's respect, it's self-strength, you know. And our fans, I think, embrace that more than anybody, because a lot of them go through hard times like us. I think we go in different hard times, you know, like they probably, yeah, it was like we conquer, you know, like we can live with the money that we earn from the albums, whatever. We can live with music, but then we have other things that goes wrong or whatever, then we need the music too, just like them. So we're like fans, I guess, you know. In that sense, we're still fans of the music.
So that was Attitude, the latest video from Sepultura's Roots album, and as we were saying, it's dedicated to Dana. Does that make it more painful to play that particular song live?
Both, I think, makes more painful, but also makes more meaningful, more pride, you know. Like really, a lot of times it's mainly the chorus part, which is the break where like the whole crowd sings along, you know. I won't take it. It's like really, some of the shows, it's louder than everything else, the crowd, and that's just like, it's amazing, you know. It's one of those songs, I don't know, that has that. And I don't know, I think, you know, Dana must be proud of us up there, you know, by watching us doing this every night, you know. It's a really strong part of the show, and it's just really, really strong song, really strong to play live, you know.
And how would you say, Andreas, that do you think the Sepultura attitude has changed at all as you've kind of grown up and moved on?
Yeah. No, especially because we are a family, like living together for so long, and everybody's involved. It's like, you know, losing somebody from the family, actually. You know, it's not like blood related, but, you know, like very close to everybody, you know, knew everybody and stuff. And that kind of situation, you know, always you grew up after. Like Max said, you know, always bring something better, something good, you know, from something like that when happened. And for us, did the same. You know, we just more, I don't know, more, you know, more awake or something, more aware of the situation. We cannot control life and shit like that. We all have families at home, you know. People in Brazil we don't see so often. So it's all very, very hard to be, you know, at least on tour when you think like that, you know. But at the same time, you're doing music, you're doing the best. The best time of Sepultura have is now. You know, Roots is a very open album. We grew a lot on stage doing that. So we always living with that both situations. And you always change, you know. I think we change for better. I think we stronger.
I think it goes back all the way from each one of us losing somebody you really like my father when I was 9, is still really close to me and Igor. We always talk about him when we were, you know, with ourselves. And that's always what helped us get through these times was music. Right. So music it's the best thing, you know. That's what we have, and we grab it with everything that we have. We don't let it go. So just pass all those feelings through music. So even if it's not dedicated, you'll be dedicated from the inside, even if it's not writing in a piece of paper.
We understand that. Well, thank you very much for talking to us. We're going to go to our next short break with some Sepultura Live, and then after that we're actually going to talk to the guys about the new album, The Roots of Sepultura, which features an extra CD of rare and deleted and demo material. So we're going to find out all about that after our next short break. But taking us there, some more Sepultura Live.
Sepultura! Let's fuck this place up! 1, 2, 3, 4!
Headbangers Ball, friends of Metallica and all. Merry fucking Christmas. They'll probably bleep that out, by the way.
From the Sepultura European Tour, welcome back. And now we have got Igor and Paolo joining me here, and I'd like to say welcome down to the show for you guys as well. And we'd like to talk a little bit about the new album that's come out, The Roots of Sepultura, and it's the Roots album with an extra 72-minute CD of, well, you tell us, you've got like a lot of rare Sepultura material taking you right back to almost day one, haven't you?
Yeah, it's a pretty weird concept, you know. When it gets a little divided opinions about it, how, you know, sometimes we really don't like, it wasn't really our idea to put out Roots again, you know. Of course we want to put out a lot of this unreleased stuff, but we don't know if it's the best way to put it, like with Roots, re-releasing Roots, you know. But at the same time, as a fan, we think sometimes that I buy a lot of unreleased stuff, and no matter how it comes, I just go and buy it. So you got two ways of thinking, you know. You don't want to be only like, oh, we don't want to put it out because we did Roots already. But then it's cool to put it out, and whoever don't like the idea, don't buy the album.
It's like, it's a new CD, you'll get a Roots for free. You can think like that too if you want to, you know.
Because I believe it's the same price as Roots. So it's cool. It's just buy, you know, buy it as if you're just buying the new songs or something.
But the extra CD is basically a great record of the evolution of Sepultura. So where does it start and where does it end?
It's just a bunch of, you know, little details, little songs, even songs that we left out from Arise and a whole song. Just little things that, you know, some live tracks that we did during the Chaos AD tour. So it's something, I think it's very special. I really like it in the way it came out. It's got a little like comments on each song and a few pictures on it, like a collage of a lot of old pictures and stuff. So it came out at the end. It was a cool thing.
Yeah, and it does absolutely show how far Sepultura have come since your days of raising a racket in Belo Horizonte, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it, when you see the tracks that are on there, is it like a walk down memory lane for you?
It's cool. Sometimes it sounds weird, and just you go listen to like the old stuff, you're like, oh man, look at this guitar sound like, you know. But it's I think with all of those tracks and all those records, they're all good for that time, you know. Yeah. Just Roots is a new thing, and I hope the next record will be something new we can show up the people. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just cool. I think we have a very open way of dealing with our past. So it's cool. We're not really ashamed of any of the things we've done in the past. You know, it's all there. It's all really, everybody knows it. You know, some stuff is funny, but at the same time, we can be looking at this interview in 10 years and laughing about it. You know, the way we look and just things we talk. So it's cool. You know, everything that we do with Sepultura, we have no regrets.
Well, that's great. Good. Well, you guys played at the Ozfest in Los Angeles, didn't you? In October. Was that a fun day?
Yeah, it was great bands. You know, we got a chance to play, you know, with a few different, even like the second stage, they have some nice acts like Earth Crisis played.
The reason that I sort of brought that in was because we have actually got the new Danzig video on the way now. And the Evil Elvis, I think we can say he's gone a little bit industrial, hasn't he?
Yeah, actually, we heard a few of the new stuff while we were on tour. And it's got a lot of a heavy industrial influence on it, so it's cool. And
he's got Tommy Victor of Prong playing guitar in his new band. The album's called Black Acid Devil, I think, the new Danzig album, and check out the new video. It's pretty good, actually. I think you'll be surprised the way Danzig has chosen to go musically on this one, but it's worth taking a look at. Danzig from the album Black Acid Devil, It's Sacrifice. Of the show where we've been celebrating the roots of Sepultura, and in fact we just went back to 1989 there to check out Arise, the title track from the Arise album, I guess you could say. So it's good to see that video again. So we were talking about the roots of Sepultura, how you've progressed musically over the years, and what a good document this record is of that progression. Do you feel in some ways that you've had to grow up in the public eye, because you were very young when you first started, and you've had a lot of pressures from that, I would imagine?
Yeah, it's actually, I think we're kind of like fortunate in a way. Still a very young band, and when we started, you know, all that, everything, like the whole death metal thing was happening. We wanted to have a very brutal sound back then and stuff. So I think we still have a lot to learn. That's what it's cool. You know, it's like we've been around for more than 10 years, and we hope we can be around for more 10 or 20, you know. So it's cool. You know, it's like always every day learning as musicians, as people, as, you know, in general. You know, I think Sepultura has a lot to learn and a lot more to do, you know. As far, I think it's for us it's a victory already to be a third world band doing what we're doing, breaking a lot of barriers, and we hope we can keep doing that for us and for more people to come, you know, for more bands and people to be proud of what they are.
I mean, it is a fantastic achievement, and just on a very human level, I think that it is very inspiring to anybody in any walk of life, whatever you're doing. If you believe strongly enough in what you're doing and you have the determination to do it, you can get there in the end, can't you?
Yeah, I think everything is a combination, you know. It's like there's really no formula to really say. There's a lot of good bands everywhere, you know, in Brazil, Australia, that can't make it. And sometimes they ask, how can you guys do it? We really don't know, you know. We work very hard, you know. It's not just only being lucky. You gotta work. You can't just wait for things to happen to you. You gotta go after everything. But at the same time, you know, it's like we feel fortunate in a way.
Well, you know, perhaps the fact that you have progressed and been so innovative, and each album has taken you a big step forward, that's obviously had a lot to do with it. But would you say, Paolo, that the Roots album has basically given you a forum to do pretty much anything you want with Sepultura in the future?
Not anything. I think it's just a new step for us. I think Roots is a very simple record if you're gonna listen musically, but it has a lot of details. I think those details that's what makes very special, very different. You know, but I think there's a lot of things to come. You know, it's too early to speak about the future, but we hope we're gonna have some new cool ideas and different influences for the next run.
It's great. We hope next year we can repeat the same thing, you know, come back to Europe and do South America and just go everywhere. And, you know, Christmas here, and we gotta do a little celebration.
Yeah. So you're finishing on a very positive note for '96.
Yeah, I hope so. You know, the year's not finished yet, but we hope to come back home and have the rest of the year a little happiness. And I had a lot of problems this year, but musically everything was okay. You know, but I hope '97 will be a better year for us personally. You know, because musically everybody's very satisfied with the results.
Okay, well, thank you very much, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you a happy Christmas and lots of love and lots of luck to you, and I hope that next time we talk it is under happier circumstances, but I appreciate you talking to us today, and it's always lovely to see you. So we'll see you in '97, I guess.
Hopefully, let's do this.
Yeah, good, all right.
Merry Christmas, everybody. It's wonderful at Christmas because you all get together with your family and pretend to like each other. So have a good time and pull the crackers and eat the holly and all that, you know.
And have a jolly good piss at it.
Yeah. Merry Christmas. Ho,
Merry
ho,
Christmas.
Ho.
Ho, ho.
Happy New Year.
Ho, 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 little girl.
And a bottle of rum.
Is eigenlijk een vrijplaats voor jonge mensen die in deze maatschappij steeds minder mogen. Je mag niet meer met je mag niet meer dit, je mag niet meer vuiven. Na 10 uur dan wordt het is lawaai. Ja, wat mogen jonge mensen eigenlijk nog?
I really want to see Sepultura. I still haven't seen them.
Sepultura, I think, are one of the most amazing bands because I mean, I can't stand, there's a few metal bands that I enjoy, but they're few and far between, and just when everyone thinks that heavy metal has been totally exhausted, and for the most part it has. I mean, most bands just, yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like there's any different direction you could take it in. And then Sepultura released their new album, and it's amazing. I don't know if you've heard it, but it's awesome, you know?
I see the people, you know, I know a lot of people don't know our music yet, you know, because they don't understand the vocals, you know, why I'm screaming so much, you know. But I feel that in the end of the set, a lot of people respect and a lot of people understand more Sepultura, you know, understand the tribal drums, that we are from Brazil. We're not American band, we're not European, you know. We come from a very weird, different land, you know. When my mom watched Ozzy in Brazil 10 years ago, they got very desperate on the TV, and they look at me like, don't ever do, that guy looks crazy, you know, and stuff. And now my mom is a big Sepultura fan. She had a tattoo on her arm. Yeah. So, you know, times are changing. Maybe one day your mom will appreciate something that we do. She will. And all the other moms in Belgian homes.
I really love their energy. Seems very sort of honest energy.
I remember we were really into football, you know, and I was wearing the shirt today from the local team, and I wanted to wear the national, because I have one, you know, I wear sometimes in America or in Europe, some other countries. Yeah. So I remember Belgium from football pretty much.
Come on, Belgium! Everybody move!
this year we're going to do all Sepultura songs, and they're going to do all our songs.